$25 profit margin, 110 products a day. You know, that's all you need to make $1 million in a year. A lot less than I thought personally. But this leads me into what exactly makes a good product that people want. Well, a product needs to create value to others. You want to create a productocracy so it sells on its own. For example, if you're selling $100 bills for $10, everybody's going to come to you because you have a positive return on value for what they're giving to you. So you want to create a product that actually gives value to people, and this is how it will scale and not just plummet when people realize that the product isn't worth the cost. Now, this brings me into the 6 myths that people struggle with that make them avoid entrepreneurship or just fail in general in entrepreneurship. The first one is the market myth, the idea that the market doesn't matter if your product creates value. Well, it kind of does. No matter how good your coffee is, if you open up another coffee shop next to a Starbucks, you're probably not going to do that well. The market does not need another coffee shop. The second I have is the isolation myth. This means that you look at one positive of this product that you're going to sell and ignore all the million red flags about it and then say, well, there's that one positive. I think I could abuse that positive and make it a good product. It's probably just not a good product. Now, third, I have the first myth. Thinking that you're going to be first isn't going to make you successful. You don't need to have to do a product first to be successful in it. This comes with the mindset that it's going to be really easy if you're the first person to do it. It's still just as hard to sell a product. You just have different issues than the products that have already been done. With the products already done, you need to find the issues that other companies are doing with this product and fix those and create more value than the other companies do. Now, fourth, kind of the same idea, is the crowded room myth. You don't need to be the first to a product. You could step into a room, and if you take a 50th of the profit margins, say a 50th of the people in the retail business like your company more than other companies, then you're making a massive amount of product of money. So you don't have to be first in a room. And then on the flip hand, the empty room myth is where nobody's doing it, so clearly there's no value in this room. Well, that's completely false. There's a lot of things that people aren't doing yet that just simply they haven't tried because they think it's too risky because of this exact myth. And then finally is the use myth. If you see value in a product, you don't have to use it. You don't have to be a fan of the idea of it. You just need to know that it creates value. For example, the person who created Keurig, they have never used a Keurig in their life. They don't like coffee, but they created this and made a bunch of money despite that fact. Most people are like me, doing entrepreneurship because they want to have a different life than most people. Now, how can we actually make that happen? First, I want to talk about control. Control means you own what you're doing in entrepreneurship. So basically, you want to have control so you could always shift your products towards a productocracy. If you lose control, if you start favoring stakeholders, then you're no longer going to be providing as much value to your customers. So you're going to lose the productocracy. Now we have entry. You want to be entering a difficult market more often than an easy market because difficult markets waver people off. So if you're not really dedicated, then you're not going to succeed in this. So to those of you who are extremely dedicated, you're going to be much better off in a difficult market that scares most people off. If we want to take this to the extreme, we could look at the phone business. Not even the most successful entrepreneurs think about entering the phone business, but if they were able to break in, then they would have massive scale. Next, let's speak about time. Time is the idea that everybody favors around. People think of passive income and glory it, put it on the throne. The thing is, passive income is not passive at all. This YouTube video will not make any passive income unless I spend hundreds of thousands of hours upgrading this YouTube channel. The idea is not to create passive income, but to separate your value away from time. So basically, I could be wherever I want, and you could watch this YouTube video, and if I'm monetized, then I would be getting passive income from this video. I want me and my subscribers to be a community of men where we all share our knowledge whenever we learn something and turn into one big entity that actually has force and meaning and makes a difference. So if that sounds like something you want, make sure to subscribe.